Chapter 2. Aragorn pushed Harry on the bed as Sirius kicked his face to subdue him. Was that really necessary?
I don't think so. I thought everybody was having consensual sex.
Yeah, I thought everybody here was a willing participant. Harry
This
cried.
is awfully sudden.
Yes, it is. Someone had a distinct mood change from Fleetwood Mac Happy Love Song to Harry getting kicked in the face by Sirius.
Yeah.
Harry cried out in agony as he was pushed face first into the mattress. Just kick him in the face and then push his face into the mattress? That's nice.
Yeah.
Sirius started to take off his trousers and put his glans penis, that's a bit specific, on the whole of Harry's anus. So we're going for scientific accuracy in terms. How arousing. Most fascinating. Aragorn also removed his leg garment and put his penis on Harry.
Wait.
No, wait, that was Sirius. Yeah. So Aragorn put his penis on Harry's lips. So Sirius is taking him from behind, Aragorn's taking him from in front, except for the fact that...
I'm so confused.
Okay. Harry is face first in the mattress, yet somehow has got Aragorn trying to violate his mouth. Sirius is taking of his trousers and taking him from behind, I think.
Well, what got me is what I was focusing on before we went even more psycho in storytelling, I guess, was Aragorn also removed his leg garment. You don't know what pants are.
Or
you
leggings,
can't say
or
pants
whatever.
or trousers or anything like that.
Well, they were saying glans penis, so perhaps they're being overly technical.
I gotta up my word count somehow.
Let's use a bunch of words that are extremely awkward to use, yet are technically correct. Harry looked up at Aragorn's eyes and into his pupils. Then they all had sexual intercourse. That was rape because Harry didn't want to have sexual intercourse. Wait, when did this start?
Somewhere between the end of the first chapter and the beginning of the second one.
Aragorn relayed his sperm into the tongue and throat area of Harry's mouth.
Somehow he got into Harry's tongue, not on it, but into it.
I think the author is referring to into this area that is being defined as the tongue and throat, or throat area, as the case may be. I think they mean in the area, not actually in the tongue, but it is very confusing.
And also, we have to be told that this is rape. It wasn't well established here with the first few sentences that this was rape. We actually have to be told that this is rape. You're dumb, author. You're really dumb.
Yeah, well, yeah. Food normally this time, which sort of doesn't even need to be said because it can be assumed, because obviously that's not the case.
Again, just randomly typing stuff to up word count, I guess.
I guess.
Because I guess nobody knows that you can have oral sex.
I want to say that they probably just were like, this chapter's way too short. I've got to pad it out somehow. I know. I'll make a lot of redundant statements. This is self-evident. Anyway. Sirius injected his spermatozoon. Spermatozoon.
Watch out, it's like a bazooka.
That sounds like the name of some sort of alien.
Grenade!
Spermatozoon.
Watch out, it's live.
They came from planet Spermatozoon. They
They were
cannot be reasoned
boneheads
with.
made from Harry's sperm and the Titanic.
Oh, I hope they don't have boats for heads.
It might make the story better.
Sadly, it might. Sirius injected his... I'm sorry.
His spermination into Harry's.
Spermatozoon into Harry's gaping anal passage into his intestines. It went quite a way, didn't it?
Yeah.
If at this time you were to gut Harry, you would find his lower abdomen region filled with semen.
You just said that, so why would I want to gut him? To see if that was true?
That's really... Like, why would you even paint that sort of picture? That's very vivid and extremely disturbing. Harry's face, WS crying, and the tears had salt in them. Yes, that's now self-evident too.
That's why they sting your eyes.
And he was very sad and regretted getting a job as a stripper at the tender age of, 16, which would not be possible.
Yeah.
In his world, anyway. I mean, I don't know about
How is that a tender age? You're just 16. If it was more like 12 or 13, I guess I could sympathize more, but then I would be questioning the integrity of the strip club.
Yeah, really. I mean, it would probably be permissible in Middle-earth because, well, it's based on a medieval fantasy anyway. And honestly, there wasn't a period of adolescence back then. You were either a child or an adult. So, I don't know, whatever. We're thinking this too much thought. And you know the author didn't.
Yeah. Typing words, let's go. Fic will come out.
Frodo walked in. Where was he? He was supposed to be there.
Taking a shower, I guess.
I swear I thought you were going to say taking a shit. I'm sorry.
Maybe I should have. Okay, let's change that. He was taking
It all
a shit.
comes back to that horrible story. I think it's emblazoned itself onto our psyches. It's really
we
is
can't go a story without mentioning it. I swear to God.
I swear it's just like they write about Cthulhu and Nyarlathotep and all them. It just like burns into your brain and you take it with you forever. I just had an involuntary shudder.
Yes, because I want to imagine Cthulhu taking a shit somewhere.
No. I don't say it. Someone will have written it.
They probably already have, if we could think of it.
We'll have to read it.
Probably, but I don't really want to.
Oh, Frodo walked in, despite already supposedly being in the room, and he gasped in shock, possibly because he was already supposed to be in the room. Aragorn!
A doppelganger? A doppelganger?
Close enough.
He had a mimic.
Close enough. Aragorn, he cried, I thought you were only supposed to rape me. You can't rape the willing, darling.
There's rape fantasy, which I very much enjoy.
There's
but
fantasy, but this is clearly not that sort of situation, because if you're telling someone to rape you, then obviously you are, not being raped, most likely. None of the characters seem to make sense in this, so I wouldn't hold them to a logical standard. So, alright, anyway. His face got red, the wrong red, with jealousy and indignation.
Because everybody wants to be raped. That's such a fun, good time, isn't it?
Great times for everyone. And, of course, requesting that is totally a way in which you do get raped. Anyway, whatever. Sirius, ever potent in his sexual life, threw Frodo down on the floor and then put his male genitalia into Frodo's poop chute. I see we are going from textbook accurate words to kind of...
Do you know what this seems like? This seems like they read all the same fanfiction we have, and then just made a fanfiction filled with all of that for us to read. Like they wrote this on purpose because they could see the future and that we should be reading this. It's like we wrote this, but we didn't.
Maybe it's sort of like they knew our future. They knew where we would go, what position we would come to, where we would find ourselves, that would galvanize and strengthen us. And we've all these things have been to strengthen us and to make us strong enough to handle this.
I mean, this really seems like at this point they just read all the same things we did and just, okay, we're going to write like this author now. Now we're going to write like this one, and then we're going to switch to this one, and then finally we're going to end with this.
In the realm of some of the things that we've read.
Male genitalia from forbidden fruit, and poop shoot, which is for some reason making me think of star turds for some reason.
Probably because of the poop.
Probably. But then that also tried to make up some weird terminology for stuff. But anyway.
And then Laura. Frodo automatically not jealous anymore.
That doesn't make sense.
As he sobbed in pain as he was being forced into sexual intercourse and violated.
You just said it's what you wanted.
Then Aragorn pulled out his sword, author's note, not that one, you sicko.
Why would I even think that?
And also, why would you call someone a sicko if they're thinking that he pulled out that sword when your entire story has been nothing but that? Who indeed is the sicko here? Who indeed? And to Harry and Frodo to have sexual intercourse with each other.
Wait, I thought Sirius was on Frodo.
Well, apparently Frodo is very talented.
Oh, okay.
They got into the position that was weird. I'm pronouncing like the fjords, weird, whatever. They could both do oral sexual intercourse on each other at the same time, in unison.
Wait, so they were in the 69 position?
So they're 69ing, and Sirius is doing Frodo from behind, which is kind of a complicated situation, but it is possible. But the floor, though, I don't know. Maybe they maneuvered. They moaned and cried loudly as their anuses were penetrated by the penises of the two large male Homo sapiens. Wait, two?
So Aragorn, I don't understand. I guess Aragorn is doing Harry while Sirius is doing Frodo.
I guess.
And while they're in the 69 position sucking each other off.
We'll just go with that because I don't want to think about this anymore.
Okay.
When they all ejaculated, they ejaculated large amounts of semen, like in Japanese pornography, or any pornography. Since Harry and Frodo were virgins, they also bled a lot, like in Japanese porno. I have never seen a Japanese porno where that happened, least of all with men. But there you go. To be continued, unfortunately.
Yes, very much so. Chapter 3. After that night, Gimli decided he was in love with Dumbledore. Okay.
When did Gimli have anything to do with Dumbledore?
Just now. And that if he had his love, he would want for nothing. How he longed for Dumbledore's furry beard. Furry? Beards aren't furry. Especially not Dumbledore's.
We'll concede a little bit.
Twinkling eyes and soft lips.
Wait, so it goes from like unpleasant, ridiculous rape to dwarf romance with an
yeah,
consistent tone.
mm-hmm. Gimli went to Dumbledore's hotel room with flowers, and I thought the Harry Potter people were the strippers, so wouldn't they live in that town or wherever? Why would they be staying in a hotel room?
Well, you know.
Gimli went to Dumbledore's hotel room with flowers and chocolate, and he knocked. And Dumbledore answered the door.
Or
Gim-
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore. Yes, Dumbledore. Gimli recited a poem at him that he wrote. At him. So not to him, but just in his general direction.
He barked a poem at him, threw the chocolates at him, and left.
It went something like this.
It went something like this? You wrote the damn story and you don't know how it went?
I had to type this twice, okay? The computer crashed. Hair as white as snow, as tall as a pole. I want you to know, I want to give you my soul. If I don't have your love, things will never look bright. So heavens above, make things all right. Give me your heart, and I'll give you mine. I want our love to start and last for all time.
That was the most insincere clapping that I think I've ever done. But
I'm like, well, this could have been an okay poem if we didn't have the first part of it. Tall as a pole?
Hair as white as snow.
Tall as a pole. Tears sprung to Dumbledore's eyes as he pulled Gimli into a sincere kiss, because this makes sense to happen all of a sudden. Their beards rubbed together and got tangled. That would not be sexy or romantic. That would just be annoying. Just as their hearts were entangled. That's not a good metaphor, you idiot. Dumbledore showed Gimli into his house. You just said he was in a hotel room. And threw him down on the sofa and straddled his muscled thighs like those of a thoroughbred. So now we're inserting ponyfic. Okay.
My little Gimli, my little Gimli.
A friend to you and me. I don't know what he's doing. Gimli's penis was hard and straining through the fabric of his planet. What?
Pantaloons?
What
He doesn't have pantaloons. You know pantaloons, right?
No.
Oh my god, okay, hold on a moment.
I know what pants are. Yeah.
See, pantaloons, this is what is typically thought of or referred to pantaloons.
Oh. Okay.
So yes. Gimli was for some reason wearing those.
Did you know what words meant when you started typing them? Just because the word pant is in there doesn't mean what you think it means. Dumbledore rubbed Ute through the cloth with a sly smile. I'll love you forever, he said, even though there's no reason either of you should do this. He just wrote you a poem and got you flowers and chocolate and asked you to go out with him. And now suddenly you're going to both have sex and be together forever.
Yeah, it seems like this is not a healthy or stable foundation for any sort of relationship, but hey, it may be, you never know.
And know also what bugs me in everything I've read? That somehow...
No one can spell Dumbledore's name consistently?
Well, no, I was going to say, everybody just suddenly, like, when you confess your feelings, you suddenly have sex. That's what you do. You admit your feelings to each other, boom, you have sex. No.
Yeah, I mean,
you can, but no. But not every relationship does that.
To see more of a variety because
Yes.
Also it kind of promotes the thought that sex and love are necessarily the same or like that is the perfect expression of love, and it's not. I mean, not to everyone. Everybody doesn't see that as the perfect expression of love or affection. some people don't like to have sex. Some people do. And also some people, and it goes both ways. I mean, just because you have sex with someone doesn't mean you love them. Just
Yes.
because you love someone doesn't mean you'll have sex with them. So, I don't know. I really wish that people would stop. It's sort of a pretension in many ways, because it's kind of like to me, it's very pretentious, because it's like saying, well, we have to do this because it's expected, and if we don't do it, then of course it won't be any good. But
Yeah.
yeah, and that's annoying, because it shouldn't be like that. People should have the integrity to, well, what am I saying? This is a sex fic anyway, so
Yeah. I mean, I know this is all pointless, but for people who actually want to try their hand at real writing, even if it's fanfic, I mean, I understand, like, they finally confirmed their feelings, and, of course they expect porn, but make the romance last longer so that when they have sex, I can believe that they really love each other and they're having sex because they love each other.
yeah,
Not
or at
just
least,
because they want to have sex with each other. There's a difference.
yeah, I mean, if they want to have sex with each other, if you don't want to bother with the emotional stuff and the talking and the getting out their feelings, well, by all means, but
Yeah. I
don't
mean,
put
I'm
the,
not saying you can't do that. I'm just saying,
yeah, I know
you
exactly what
know,
you're saying. If you're going to bring it up, don't just bring it up and then throw it away. Don't have the trapping there. Don't have the pretense of actually dealing with feelings if you're not going to do anything with them.
they began to have sex. Gimli put his finger in Dumbledore's butt. That's romantic. No
I
foreplay
mean,
or kissing or touching or anything, just up the butt.
yeah,
Dumbledore,
it's
yes.
useful. It's useful as a part of the process, but in and of itself, really isn't one of those things that you think, yeah, right after we start, that's what I'm going to do.
It's like we
Also, the
need to make
phrasing
this
leaves
thing.
something to be desired. Let me just say that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, wait, we're not even mentioning any lube or anything, just a finger up the butt. Dumbledore made a sex noise. You don't know what a moan sounds like.
He made a noise like this. That's
Scooby,
sounded
what
like
are you doing
Scooby-Doo
here?
vomiting. I'm sorry.
Scooby, you're not supposed to be watching this. What are you doing here?
Oh man, I wonder if there are Scooby. No, of course there are. Of course there are. Never mind. Never
Really
mind.
bad Scooby-Doo porn
No,
fanfic?
just go on. Just go on.
Yes, yes, there are.
I'm not even going to think about it.
Well, I will later because I'll be trying to find some now. Good job.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Don't be sorry. I'm sure they'll be as wonderful as this.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Dumbledore made a sex noise and thrust into his finger. When did Dumbledore start fingering himself? To impale it deeper with his old man wizard innards.
Very descriptive. Good job. Bravo. Bravo.
He then put his penis. Dumbledore can put. Well, it is pretty long.
No, that was Gandalf.
Oh, right, it was. My bad. It's not like they're similar characters or anything.
Oh no.
So Dumbledore is doing all this to himself after Gimli put one finger up his butt. He then put his penis in his butt. And they trusted and squirmed until they both sprayed semen high into the air like a fountain.
But Dumbledore's penis was in his own butt.
So he sprayed it up high into the air like a fountain from his butt.
How did you do that? His penis is in his butt.
I guess he took it out and it sprayed out of his butt.
That's horrifying. Oh my god.
You asked, so I made up something.
I didn't really want to know.
Then you shouldn't have asked.
Appropriately enough, I suppose.
To be continued, ...